Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and as usual I'm sharing my market insights and analysis on some of the pairs I trade so you can have a sense of direction and bias with me. So if you are struggling in that area, you'll do yourself a lot of good by watching this video. So when you watch this video, I want you to like it, share it, switch your notification on so when I drop another video, YouTube will notify you. Then do well to leave a comment. So this is the economic calendar, which is our roadmap for trading going into the next trading week. So on Monday, we don't have any high impact news or news that even makes sense to us on this side of the world. On Tuesday, we have a medium impact news on the euro. On Wednesday, we have a high impact news on the euro, the GBP, and the USD. On Thursday, we have a high impact news on the USD, as well as a medium impact news at 3 p.m. So all of these times, they are in GMT+1, which is our time zone here. Then on Friday, we have a high impact news on GBP, the Swiss franc, Canadian dollar, then a medium impact news on the USD. So we expect volatility on the days that this news will be dropping on these pairs, especially these high impact news. We're expecting volatility in trading these pairs on that day. So let's go over to the forex market to analyze it. Now right before us, this is the dollar index, and let me zoom in. So what you are seeing right before you is price action that has happened over time. You've seen how price has traded from this high and has taken out this low, and price keeps trading downwards, and it's at this zone that I indicated with a line. If you don't know what this zone is, refer to my last video. You understand what this zone is as well as this one that is showing, right? So let's go over to the daily charts. So as a way of recap on our analysis last week, I told you that if we see price breaking the zone, then we're expecting the sell to continue downwards, right? So me, I'm still bearish on the dollar index, but last week I was actually expecting price, I was expecting a reaction from here. If I could spot a reversal, then I'll be bullish on it, then bearish on every dollar based pair like Euro USD, GBP Euro. So what we are saying is that if price will break this zone, then we expect it to come to this very zone here. But price did not do anything like that. All through last week, we just see this consolidation on the lower time frame. So going into this week, I'm still watching this zone to see how price will react on it. So to see if a reversal will happen or if a continuation downwards is going to happen. But I strongly favor a continuation to the downside. However, we could just see price open next week, tap into this zone, take liquidity, then trade into this volume imbalance before deciding to trade right downwards into this zone. So this is my view on the dollar index. So I want you to be on the lookout for it too. So whatever scenario this market gave us, we just know how to react and plan our trades accordingly. So let's look at the Euro USD. Let's go to the weekly charts. So this is the weekly chart on the Euro USD. Let me zoom in a bit. So if you don't know what this zone is, look at our previous video, you know what it is. And last week I told you I'm expecting Euro USD to trade into this zone. So I'm still of the opinion that Euro USD will do that, but majorly last week we just saw it consolidating for the major part of the week. Price did not really move. So this week I'm expecting that same move upwards if the dollar index will remain bearish. So this is the zone I'll be looking at for. Then this high here, I'll be watching at how price will take out liquidity here going into this week, then tap into this zone, then if it will trade out of it. But whatever, this is the zone I'm looking out for. in the Euro USD. I'm very bullish on it. You've seen how price has traded out of this zone, which I've been calling for a long time, and normally when price does this expansive move, you expect a bit of consolidation before another expansion will happen again. So it's the consolidation that we are currently seeing. So when price will break out of it, I'm expecting price to hit this zone, right? That is to say, if the dollar index will not give us a turn around at that key monthly zone where it's currently testing presently. So let's look at GU. And let me go to the weekly chart. So last week I was pointing this zone to you that I'm expecting price to just trade into this fair value gap and mitigate it completely. That was my bias for this pair. So price did exactly that. If you go to your lower time frame, you observe to see how price has traded all through this fair value gap, and you can see the strong bullish momentum that it's currently on. So but I want to take your attention to something right here. What you are seeing is an order block. Let me bring it out. This is a weekly time frame order block, and what I'm expecting from Euro USD is that if I see it trading to the midpoint of it and it gives me a reversal, then we'll start selling these markets. That is to say, if the dollar index will hit any of the targets we are expecting and gives us a reversal, then same thing we are expecting here. But if this bullish move is sustained over the midpoint of this order block, then we expect price to hit this zone and take institutional liquidity resting here. What I'm looking at for in GBPUSD. So the market can do anything it likes to do. We analyze it in parts and wait to see what it will do. All our analysis as a trader is not 100% correct. Like, we cannot accurately predict 100% this is what the market will do. This is the xauusd, which is gold. So last week, let me take your attention to the daily chart. I was expecting price to give us a retracement into this zone, then as well as this zone. I'm not going to bring it out. If you want to see what it is, refer to our last video, our last market analysis video, and you see these zones I'm talking about. But price did not retrace into it, and this week we saw price trading and leaving this fair value gap, this order block. So my expectation is still the same. For me to get an A+ setup here, I'm expecting price to trade into this fair value gap and into this order block especially. So if I see price trading into this order block and I get a buy setup there, sure, I'm going to take that buy setup and ride it to this high. But if I see price retracing and it comes into this level, this is a stronger level for me because it coincides with a breaker. I'm going to still take the buy setup and hold up to this level. But one thing I know you should be doing as at now is to pay attention to risk management. You reduce the volume of trades you're taking, you reduce your lot size, and you just hold on until the market settles down again. These are some of the pairs I'm watching out for trading next week, so you can build your trading plans around it. So, and again, pay attention to risk management because these are crazy times in the market. So until we see again, do not forget to like this video, keep your notification on so that YouTube can notify you each time I drop a content. Then share it, then leave a comment for us. Just tell us what your views are on our analysis. Trust me, we've been hitting it back to back. But this last week, even though the market traded in our direction, it was a bit crazy. We didn't get any entry for gold. So until I see you again next week, stay safe. God bless you.